Hello students. So today we are going to talk about the next topic of our chapter, and that is inflorescence. So the question comes, what do you mean by the inflorescence? Before we talk about the inflorescence, the one word we should understand, and that is what do you mean by the flower? So what is flower? If we say the flower is a modified shoot. It is a modified shoot for sexual reproduction in plants. That means this is actually the shoot. If you all remember, I already told you shoot means a part of the plant in which stem and leaf both are included. Okay, so the modified shoot for the sexual reproduction. In what way the flower is formed? Say for this is a stem, and the nodes and internodes are there, and on it the leaves are present. Okay, these are the leaves which are present on the stem in this way. Now what happened? How the flower is formed? When the internode is what? The place, this place between the two node is what? This is called as internode. This structure is the node. Node is the place where the meristematic tissues are there. Okay, so these two are the nodes, and the length of the stem in between the two nodes is what? This is called as internode. So when internodes are shortened in height, in that case, when the internodes are condensed in height, in that case, what happens? They comes closer to each other in this way, and the leaves will also be very close to each other, and they will form a flower, a structure of the flower in this way. Okay, so what is flower actually? The flower is nothing. It is a modification of the shoot for the sexual reproduction. Now, what you might have seen, the flowers are born on a axis. In this way, the flowers are born on a axis. Question comes, what is the name of this axis? What term we use for the axis on which the flowers are born? Remember, the axis on which the flower are born, that is called as peduncle. What is it? Peduncle. Okay, and this stalk is what? This is called as pedicel. The stalk of the flower by which the flower is attached on peduncle, that is what? That is called as pedicel. So on the basis of the presence or the absence of the pedicels, the flowers can be categorized in two categories: the pedicellate flower, and sessile flower. Pedicellate flower are the flower in which a well-defined pedicel is present. You can see here the pedicel is present. Okay, when the pedicel is present, then these kind of the flowers are called as pedicellate flower. The sessile flowers are the flowers in which pedicel is not present. You can see here the stalk or the pedicel is not present. Okay, so when pedicel is absent, then that kind of the flower is what? That is called as sessile flower. So in the plants, both kind of the conditions you will observe over there. Now we are talking about the details about the inflorescence. What do you mean by the inflorescence? The first question comes, what do you mean by the inflorescence? Then we say inflorescence is what? Arrangements of the flower on peduncle is called inflorescence. Arrangement of the flowers on peduncle is called as inflorescence. And in plants, two types of the inflorescence is present. Two types of the inflorescence is found in the plants. Mainly, one is the racemose type of the inflorescence, and the second is cymose type of the inflorescence. First of all, we talk about these two, racemose and cymose. Racemose type of the inflorescence is an inflorescence in which peduncle grows indefinitely, grows indefinitely. Okay, or I can say unlimited growth, unlimited growth of peduncle is observed. That means in this kind of the plant, what you will observe in this kind of the plant, you will observe that the terminal bud, this terminal bud, okay, this terminal bud will never convert into the flower, and because of this, this branch keep increasing in size in this way, and always on the lower side here the flowers will bond. Say for this is a plant, in this is the branch, then the terminal bud of this branch here, this will not convert into the flower, and that's why what you will observe here that this is continuously growing. Unlimited growth of this branch will be observed over there. This will keep increasing in height, in length. Okay, that you will observe here in the racemose kind of the conditions. But the cymose type of the condition is the inflorescence in which limited growth will be observed over the peduncle. The reason behind that the terminal bud always converts into the flower. Say for this is the terminal bud, okay, this is the terminal bud. So this terminal bud converts into the flower. So further the growth of this branch will not take place, and in that case the flowers can bond here, but the length of the branch will not increase. Say for this is the another branch, and here the terminal bud get converted into the flower. In that case the further growth of this branch will not take place over there. So the racemose and cymose type of the inflorescence, in them the main difference is what? In the racemose the terminal bud get modified, in cymose, sorry, in racemose the terminal bud do not modified into the flower. So the unlimited growth observed, while in the cymose type of the inflorescence the terminal bud will get modified into the flower, and so the growth will be limited. These two type of the inflorescence are there in the plants. There is a one more type of the inflorescence found in the plant, which is a modification of either the racemose or cymose or both, and that is what this is called a special type of the inflorescence. Okay, so now we are going in the detail of these all one by one to make the things clear. Fine. We begin with the first type of the first type of the inflorescence, and that is what? Racemose. What I said, the racemose type of the inflorescence is an inflorescence in which unlimited growth takes place, because the terminal bud do not convert into the flower. And this racemose itself is further divided into the various types. The one main type of this is raceme. Now we are talking about the types of the racemose type of the inflorescence. Remember, raceme type of the inflorescence is found in mustard plant, in mustard, which scientifically named as brassica. The botanical name of these plants will be the brassica. Okay. In mustard plant, what you will observe in them, this kind of the condition you will observe, that the peduncle, this is the peduncle. On the peduncle, the flowers are present, and these flowers are pedicellate. These flowers are pedicellate, and in alternate fashion, you will see that the flowers are arranged. And the apical bud here, this apical bud or the terminal bud is not converted into the flower yet. Okay, so raceme type of the inflorescence is the most simple type of the inflorescence, fine, in which pedicellate pedicellate flowers will be present. Okay, flowers are bisexual. Bisexual means in this flower you will see the male and female reproductive structure both are present. The bisexual flowers they are, and they are arranged in acropetal arrangement. Acropetal arrangement. What is the meaning of the acropetal arrangement? That acropetal arrangement is the arrangement in which the youngest flower will be present here at the top and the oldest flower will be at the top, at the bottom here. So if someone asks you, suppose if I give the number to these all flowers, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4 and the 5, so on. Okay, so which one is the oldest? The number 1, this is the oldest one which born first. And the meanwhile the biggest fifth one, the terminal bud or the apical bud, is still not converted into the flower. So the fourth one, if I talk about this is the youngest one here. This type of the arrangement in which at the bottom the older flowers are born, which born first, and then at the apical part the youngest flowers are present. That kind of the condition is what this is called as apical acropetal type of the arrangement of the flower. So in these kind of the flowers you will observe the acropetal condition. I think the things are clear to you. Okay, so now next type of the inflorescence is panicle type of inflorescence. Panicle type of inflorescence is found in amalthas. It's a plant, amalthas, very commonly found in India. Okay, and in amalthas, the panicle type of the inflorescence you will see, and this panicle type of the inflorescence is nothing. It is a one type of the modification of the raceme, in which what you will see that this is the one peduncle. Here the terminal bud is present. This is the branch, and this terminal bud is still not converted into the flower, and on it now in the alternate fashion the bisexual flowers are originate in this way here. Then on this here also what happens, the flowers are born, or here in the alternate branch the flowers are born. Okay, so if you see this part is very similar to the racemose kind. But so what we can say, panicle is a modified raceme, and here the inflorescence axis is branched and flowers are arranged here in acropetal arrangement. Example, amalthas. Then after that, the third type of the inflorescence from the racemose, and that is spike type of the inflorescence. Spike type of the inflorescence is found in a plant adhota. Adhota. Okay, this is the plant. In this plant, what you are observing in the spike condition, the flowers are sessile, means they are not having the pedicel. Okay, so if this is peduncle, okay, and on this peduncle the flowers are arranged in alternate fashion, but the pedicel is not present in this way, and still this bud is not converted into the flower. Then what is it? This kind of the condition is called as spike type of the arrangement. So the thing should be clear to you. In this case the flowers are sessile, bisexual, and here also they are arranged acropetal condition, in acropetal arrangement. That means this one is the oldest flower and this one is the youngest flower. Clear? So third type of the inflorescence is the spike type of the inflorescence. Now we are talking about the next modification, and that next modification, the fourth type of the modification, is compound spike. Compound spike. Compound spike type. Compound spike type of the inflorescence is found in a plant named as Amaranthus. Amaranthus. Okay. And in compound type of the inflorescence, the inflorescence axis is branched. It is branched, and flowers are arranged on peduncle and the mode of arrangement is all here also acropetal arrangement. Acropetal arrangement. In this way they are arranged. Now question comes, what is the diagram of this type of the condition, spike or spikelet? Say for in this, what we are saying, the inflorescence axis is the branch. That means this inflorescence axis is branched in this way. Okay, it is branched. So branches are originate here, and on each branch, what happens in the spike manner? In the spike manner means in the spike, what we said, the flowers are there, but they are sessile in this way. Okay, here also on this branch here, the flowers are present in the alternate fashion, but they are not having the pedicel. So pedicels are not present. So in that way, the flowers are present. And this kind of the condition is what? This kind of the condition is called as here the sessile type of the influence, the compound spikelet condition. Okay. Now, the next modification of racemose is catkin type of inflorescence. Catkin type of inflorescence. And this catkin type of the inflorescence is present in mulberry plant. Morus. Botanical name is Morus. You all might have heard about it, और आपने सबने खाया होगा कभी शहतूत, है ना? There is a fruit, शहतूत, mulberry. In it, what happened? The catkin is very similar to the raceme type, or I can say the spike type. Spike type, it is more correctly the spike type. The thing is what? In the spike, the peduncle is hard. Okay, but in catkin type, the spike is soft comparatively. Remember, in the catkin type of the inflorescence, the peduncle is soft, on which sessile unisexual. This is the difference. Unisexual flowers are born. Sessile and unisexual flowers are present, and peduncle is long, soft, and pendulous. Pendulous means it is soft, delicate, so it move here and there, very similar to the pendulum of the watch. तो बहुत soft होता है and it moving there. So pendulous, and because of this, what happened? The complete inflorescence inflorescence drops altogether. Complete inflorescence drops altogether at the time of ripening. At the time of ripening. Okay. If we show it by the diagram, then you can draw it in this way, that since it is pendulous, so it moves downward. नीचे की तरफ लटका हुआ होगा इस तरह से ये पेडंकल, पेंडुलस जैसा होने के कारण. And on it, you will see the flowers are present in the alternate fashion in this way here. And the flowers are bracteate. At the bottom of it, the bracts are also present, bracteate. Clear? So that kind of the condition is there. And then next modification of the raceme type of the inflorescence is here, spadix. Let me insert the page first. Okay. So next type is spadix inflorescence. This spadix inflorescence is found in the banana plant. Example is the banana plant, as well as in the maize plant also. The same kind of the spadix condition is there. In the spadix condition, the things are, the important things, number one, spike with thick spike with thick and fleshy, thick and fleshy inflorescence axis. Inflorescence axis, or I can say peduncle. What I am saying, the peduncle in this kind of the inflorescence is thick and flashy. It becomes thick and flashy. And the another thing is what, in the spadix type, it is surrounded by one or several bright colored bracts, which are called as spathe. I don't know how many of you remember, लेकिन आपने मक्के का भुट्टा खाया हो, तो in that the inner thick fleshy this stem part, actually this is the inflorescence axis, fleshy inflorescence axis or the peduncle. Okay. And the leafy part which covers it, you all might have seen the leafy parts which covers it, that they are what, they are the spathe. Okay. On this inflorescence, the axis, the soft and flashy inflorescence axis, the flowers are present in this way here. So that is all about it. Then next type of the racemose type of the inflorescence, and that is corymb. Corymb type of the inflorescence. Corymb type of the inflorescence is found in the candytuft plant, candytuft. Okay, in the candytuft plant, in cherry plant, corymb type of the inflorescence is found. What is the corymb type of the inflorescence? It is also the modification of the raceme actually. Again, if I make you remember, raceme was what? This kind of the inflorescence. In alternate fashion, the flowers were born and the in acropetal arrangement. Okay. In the raceme kind, in the raceme type, what you observe, the length of the pedicel was almost equal in all, and the youngest one, this was the oldest one. Okay, and this was the youngest one. And these flowers, all the flowers were present on the different level. But suppose if what happened, the length of these pedicels increases significantly to bring all the flowers at one level, at the same level. Say for in this, what happened, the pedicel enlarges, and because of this, this first flower come to the equal to the last one. Here also, just see, in this case also, in this case also, what you are observing, because of the unequal growth of the pedicels, all the flowers came on the one equal level. Here they all are present on the equal level. So that kind of the inflorescence is what that is called as corymb type of the inflorescence. And then after that, the next is umbel. Umbel. Umbel word is formed from the umbrella. The umbel is the modification of the raceme in which inflorescence axis, means the peduncle, inflorescence axis or the peduncle shortened. It shortened in height, and because of the shortening of the peduncle, what happened? All the flowers are born at one plane, at the one place, very similar to the umbrella. In the umbrella, what you see, all the spokes are originated from the one place. So similar to it, in umbel also, since inflorescence is shortened, so the bisexual flowers, all the flowers are the bisexual flowers. Bisexual flowers are born on this shortened pedicle, and they give the appearance very similar to the umbrella. Okay, and because of this, this is called as umbel type of the inflorescence. Example, if someone asks you the example from this category, then we say the umbel type of the inflorescence is found in onion plant. Okay, then after that, next modification, this was the seventh one of the raceme, and then eighth one of the raceme is now compound. Umbel. Compound umbel is the modification of the umbel in which by the diagram, I think you can understand it in better way. This is the axis, this is the floral axis, this is the flower axis. So on it also, what happened? From the one plane, what you are observing, from the one plane, okay, the flower, because of the reduction of the length, all the flowers are born from one point and they give the appearance to similar the umbrella. But here more than one this kind of a condition, and that's why it is a compound one, where the inflorescence axis is branched. First of all, this inflorescence axis was branched. First of all, this is the one branch, the second branch, and the third branch. It branched for the first of all, and then on the branches from this one single point, the flowers were born. So that kind of the condition is called as compound umbel, and this compound umbel type of the inflorescence is found in coriander, dhania. The botanical name of the coriander is coriandrum. So in the coriandrum, this is there. And then last type of the racemose inflorescence we talk here, and that is capitulum. capitulum. Capitulum is also named as head type of the inflorescence. Capitulum or head. Capitulum or head type of the inflorescence is inflorescence in which what happened, the peduncle or the inflorescence axis flattened. It flattened and forming a convex disc-like structure. This flattened inflorescence axis, which forms the convex like in structure, is now called as receptacle. And on this receptacle, number of sessile flowers are born. These all are the sessile flower. Remember, not having any pedicel in it. The sessile flowers are born in this way here. Okay, and these all flowers which born here can be categorized. The flowers in it in the capitulum type, they can be categorized in two types. The one is the disc florets and the second one is the ray florets. Disc floret, the centrally placed flower. These are the disc florets, and they are placed in the center. Disc florets. Okay, and the ray florets on the periphery, the flowers which are present, they are called as ray florets. Okay, and the flower is covered, the complete inflorescence is covered by the bract here. Example, if I talk about the capitulum, then you all can understand it. The marigold flower. In the marigold flower, remember, we called it marigold flower, the flower, but actually it is not a flower. It is a bunch of the flower, or I can say it is a inflorescence. Why? Because in the marigold flower, if you see the yellowish or the blackish small structures of this type, you might have seen the yellowish and blackish structure of this type inside. Actually, this one is a one flower which represent the either the disc floret or the ray floret. So this is a flower. So the complete marigold flower or the sunflower is a inflorescence. And what type of the inflorescence it is? It is a capitulum type of the inflorescence. So these all are the modifications of the racemose type of the inflorescence about which we discuss. I hope and trust that by seeing these diagrams, you can understand the things in a better way. And remember, in NCERT, these are not given in the so much details, but in the practicals, these topics can be asked. So I think we should talk about it, and that's why I have discussed these all here.